the time that I was hanging out of a window, throwing up in a Manhattan club. So, dig it. I knew a dude, right? Now, this is when I was living in Durham, North Carolina. I knew a dude, right? I didn't really like him too much. He was a lame, but he had a car, and I didn't, right? So I stayed in that, like this boarding house with my girl, right? And here it is. We're bored. She's from Brooklyn, New York, born and raised. She came down here, to go to North Carolina Central University, right? So, we're both of us are bored. Biggie just died, and we're bored. We're depressed, and this lame dude, he came through and he's like, "Yo, listen, y'all want to go to New York this weekend?" I was like, "Yeah, say no more." So I think it was like Thursday, right? So that Friday we left, drove up to New York, right? So me and my girl at the time was gonna stay with my father in Jamaica, Queens. And if I'm not mistaken, I think he was going to stay in Astoria. I forgot where exactly he was gonna sleep at or whatever. But I think at the end of the day, he wound up sleeping over my father's house as well. I can't remember exactly where he slept at. But anyway, so we drive up to New York, right? We get there, I get to my father's house. The dude leaves, the lame dude, he leaves, and he comes back, right? So the plan is we were gonna get some weed. My girl knew where it was a bomb weed spot at, and it was located in the Bronx. So I had to drive her from Jamaica, Queens, all the way to the Bronx. My man was gonna just sit back and chill, right? Not my man, the lame dude. He was gonna sit back and chill at my father's house, right? So I don't even know why he didn't go, but for some odd reason, I don't know why. I think he liked one of my stepsisters because both of my stepsisters was home, and I think he was trying to ease over to them, and they weren't having it because they already knew he was lame. It's like a lame dude when you see him. Like, you don't even have to talk to this dude but for a half a second and know that this dude is lame. Anyway, he stayed behind. So he gave us some money to get the weed, and we was gonna get I don't know, I think it was an ounce or something like that of weed. So yeah, that was it. It was an ounce. So my girl and I, we're driving to the Bronx. So we get to the Bronx, we get the weed, and then we come up with this story you know what? Let's roll up, smoke some on the way back. You know what I'm saying? And just tell them that, that's all they gave us. So so we rolled up and we was smoking. You know what I'm saying? And on our way back, right? So we get back, we high as a kite. You know what I'm saying? He's like, "Yo, what's up? Where the weed at?" I'm like, "Yo, here go the weed." He's like, "Yo, this ain't an ounce." So he wound up getting upset. So I'm saying to myself, "Yo, you lame. So why wouldn't you think that we wasn't gonna try to get over on you?" But anyway, he jumps in the car, right in front of my father's house. He winds up rolling up the weed. So we go downstairs and we smoke the weed with him, right? So my girl, she winds up getting tired. I'm glad she got tired anyway. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't trying to take her with us. So it was me, the lame dude, R.I.P. I'm gonna call him M. R.I.P. He stayed right up the street from my father. I say R.I.P. because somebody had shot him in the head a couple years after this situation. He was a cool dude, but R.I.P. M. And then my two stepsisters, and it was one other person too. So it was about 6 or 7 of us, right? They were like, "Yo, we're gonna go party up in Manhattan." Now, everybody that's from New York knows that you go to party in Manhattan. So we went to party in Manhattan, right? Now, taking heed, my stepmom's is Jamaican. So anyone that's Caribbean knows that you got small bars, that you keep a small bar wherever you're at, right? So me going to this club, I was already high, and I dipped in my stepmom's She had Easy Jesus. She said she had some Henny. She had vodka. She had all of that. So we already dipped into that, right? So now it gets blurry a little bit, right? So I can't tell you exactly where the club was at and exactly the name of the club, because I was just that high and drunk. I just couldn't remember that. I remember certain parts of, the situation. So I'm gonna tell you the parts that I remember. I remember getting in the car, going to the club, and we were, we already were zooted up. And then I remember going inside the club. Now the club was like, it was sort of like, it was a building, but it wasn't like 15, 16 stories up. It was like, I'd say about 3 stories, right? So we went in, you had to do the coat check, whatever have you, and then you go upstairs, and the club was right there, the dance floor and all of that. They had like couches, and the setting was pretty nice, you know what I'm saying? They had the bar there or whatever have you, right? And then you can go upstairs, and there was the ceiling that you could just chill, right? But nobody really knew nothing about that, right? I didn't even know anything about that. So the lame dude, every now and then the lame dude has cool tendencies. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm being real. Every now and then the lame dude had cool tendencies, right? So here we are, we already high, we already a little tipsy. So it was a bar on all the way at the end of the club, right? And I wouldn't dare do this, in New York, because that can get your ass kicked. But he did it, right? So it's a bar, right? So they had the way the bar was situated, the bartender at times had his back turned away from the customers, right? So anybody could easily slip on the side and take a bottle of liquor. So, I'm sitting there watching this dude take a bottle of Alizé, right? He takes the bottle of Alizé. Now, anybody that knows what Alizé is, you know that it's a creeper. It creeps up on you, right? So we drinking that, boom, boom, drinking it. I mean, we bottling the shit up, you know what I'm saying? Like bottle drinking, right? This dude, let me tell you something. It was a beautiful night. I mean, the end result, yes, but it was a beautiful night. Like, I never had a night like that in New York. Everybody was mad cool. So there was a dude in a party. We were talking to the dude, and he was like, yo, you want to smoke? Both of us was like, the lame dude too. Both of us like, say no more. And it's crazy because we were already high. So we went on the top of the ceiling, on the top of the roof. Why did I say ceiling before? On the top of the roof. And here we are, we're smoking, we high, tipsy, and we looking at the Manhattan skyline. It was a beautiful night, man. Beautiful, right? And I'm just like, yo, I'm so glad I'm so glad. It's a beautiful thing. So we high as hell. We go back down. Now we super high. Like, Super Mario Brother? You know, like, it used to be like Mario. Then they had Super Mario Brother. I was super high, right? Go downstairs and I start dancing, right? Dancing with this broad. And the broad is like laughing at me, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, I'm dancing, but at the same time, I'm trying to feel up on him and everything. And anybody that knows, I don't know if it changed, but anybody that knows that, back in the days, you don't grab women in New York. You don't do that. You give them a little bit of space, and you know what I'm saying, you dance with them or whatever. But I was trying to be like, but she was cute. She was cool with it. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like I was like being overbearing or anything like that. It's just that she was just so curvaceous. I had to just like at least attempt to put my hands on or whatever. I ain't gonna lie. I had a little bit of dirty South dipped in me. Because I used to go to the clubs in the South, and man, we used to literally grab asses. I mean, and I used to finger trick. We ain't gonna go there, but there was a lot of things going on the dance floor that was rated XXX. But anyway, so she laughing or whatever have you, and then the Alizé hit me. It hit me hard. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go sit on this couch, right? So I'm sitting on the couch, And next thing you know, I said, and I went to throw up. So now, taking heed. I gotta be cool, cause I'm in New York. My stepsisters is there. This lame dude is here, and he tore up, but he's handling himself. Like I said, he has cool tendencies every now and then, right? So I throw up, but I throw up and I go to the side on it. So it was a couch, and then there was a window right here, and in between the couch and the window, there was like a side, you know, where it wasn't nothing there. I throw up, boom, right? So ain't nobody see it. I just went like that. Then I laid back on the couch, and next thing you know, I said, bleh, and it came all out on the shirt, and everybody looked like, oh. So after that, the dude opened up the window. A dude opened up the window, and he put my head out of the window and said, man, go ahead, throw up. And I was just throwing up, and everybody downstairs outside was like, oh, look at Shorty, son. Look, he throwing up. And and I'm throwing up, and this guy is rubbing my back, but not in a homosexual way. No homo. He's rubbing my back and trying to like make sure I get all of it out of me. And he's like, yo, man, I've been through this before. I've thrown up numerous of times. And he started going on about him being on the Alcoholic Anonymous classes. And I'm sitting there, and I was done. After that, I was done. Yo, I'm not lying. This is my word. My stepsisters, the lame dude, and the other dudes that came with us, they picked like I was Jesus nailed to the cross. I just was out, knocked out. And so they took me downstairs. They was like, somebody get his coat. And I went home. And I ain't gonna lie, man, that was the most embarrassing situation that I ever been in New York. And after that, I ain't never threw up in no club in New York. You know, I always remain cool. I never overdo it. I never overdid it in any club. Cause it was just too much, man. I had too much to drink and I smoked too much. And that's my story, man. Other than that, man, I hope you liked it. If you did, there's more stories to come. I got a lot more stories than that. You know, let me know in the comment section. Other than that, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video.